Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Gebo the Shaman, and today we're talking about Cancer in the second house. So what does it mean when we have Cancer in the second house in our chart? Well, that means that we are what would that be? Gemini ascendant. So I would check out my video on Gemini ascendants because that'll give you a better idea of what's going on in your entire chart. And this specific video is focusing on what's going on in your second house. So, before we begin, I can't talk today. I want to let you guys know about a Vedic astrology reading Vedic astrology sale that I have going on. So if you want a Vedic astrology reading and you haven't had one yet, or you're just new to Vedic astrology, then please check out my website. It'll have all the information that's included with that reading, and so yeah, just go check that out. It's at vincent.thunderwizard.com, and you can get 30% off. So that's a good deal. So now we'll talk about the course I have going on here. So I have my Patreon site, patreon.com/GeboTheShaman. If you go there, you can check out my my course called the Self-Transformation Challenge, and that combines Kundalini Yoga, Qigong, and meditations. And basically what that's designed to do is to trigger your spiritual growth, spiritual evolution. And so if you want to, tap into your spiritual essence, to your soul, connect with your soul, then that's a great way to do that. So check that out at patreon.com/GeboTheShaman. And so that course is only available for like $45 a month. It's really cheap, guys. Really not bad. Not a bad price for you to get, spiritually evolved. And then down here at GeboTheShaman.gumroad.com, right there, we have you can purchase that same course you can purchase it just outright. If you don't want to pay monthly or try it out monthly, then you can just purchase it outright right here. And my other courses, guided meditations and mantras, are all available right there. So you can check that out. So, and I should mention that when you go to purchase a Vedic astrology reading, you will get your own personalized mantra. Okay? So, another thing that I should mention, I'm coming out with a Qigong course and a Vedic astrology certification course pretty soon. So if you want to, you can check those out. They'll be available up here and down here. Okay, so check those out. And is there anything else I should mention? I don't think so. I think I'm good. So let's talk about what are we talking about? I just finished up the Gemini series, so we're talking about Cancer in the second house. So Cancer in the second house. So in order to understand what's going on with this position, we need to understand the sign of Cancer, what that means, and we need to understand what the second house means. So yeah, let me grab a drink real quick because my throat is hurting. Okay, so the sign of Cancer represents the moon. Well, it's ruled by the moon. It represents the mother. It represents our emotions, it represents our, our emotions, and the sign of Cancer is it's basically the crab. So the crab has this tough exterior shell, but when we break that shell open, we discover some delicious goodness inside, right? if anybody likes crabs out there, so I know I do. But basically, it's it's the sign where they want to kind of protect their emotions, but they're very emotional people. And yeah, so basically it's all about emotions. It's all about I wouldn't even say expressing emotions, because that's more about a Leo or a Gemini kind of thing. But it's, Cancer is all about emotions. It's all about the moon, the mother, the emotions, the feminine. So this is all like very feminine energy. So, what happens when we have Cancer in the second house? Well, the second house is traditionally ruled by Taurus. Well, I should say Taurus is the traditional second house. Which means it's ruled by Venus. So the second house has to do with your income. It has to do with your food, like what you take into the body. It's all about what you take in. It's your family values, like the values that were instilled into you when you were growing up. It's all about communicate. Well, it's all about, like, it's second house has to do with your family too. So yeah. So what else is the second house? Second house has to do with your like, it's in a way how you communicate, but not, I don't know, it's weird like that. It's like, so basically it would be what you take in. So like your income, your things like that. So what Cancer does here is it, since Cancer is ruled by the moon, what's the moon? Well, the moon basically waxes and wanes. It controls the tides, the water, and so the tides rise, the tides fall. It's always in a constant state of flux, of change. And so this means that you'll be a very emotional eater. This means that you'll be you'll be an emotional eater, so that's something that you gotta watch out for. That means that also you'll be your income will be, not consistent. It'll be, it'll grow and it'll shrink. It'll rise and it'll fall. That kind of thing. So it's having Cancer in the second house is not going to be easy for your income. So I would say, be sure to save your money. And just plan for the future. Plan for, when you make sure you're saving enough for when your income shrinks, because you can kind of have, you can kind of make it work, make it consistent, make it easy on yourself when your income is at full, at capacity. Then by not by not spending all of that, you can kind of save yourself by saving a lot of it, by saving half of it, and using half using that when you don't have so much income, kind of thing. So yeah, so it's all about learning how to budget and how to work well with money. So Cancer in the second house. So let's see what else. So this also has to do with like the values that your mother instilled into you. So it also has to do with the sign of Taurus, since Taurus is the natural second house. So so things like material possessions, things like materialism, like luxury and things like that, you'll have a little bit of that in your life, but it's mainly going to be it's going to come and go. So you'll be able to afford the nice luxury things in life, but also it'll there's times when you'll be able to afford things and times when you won't be able to afford things. So kind of like I said, saving your money and being just paying for your necessities in life is that's good. That's that's all you need, really. So save your money. Let's see, what else could I say about this? So you may also be an emotional spender, because you might be an emotional eater and an emotional spender, because with Cancer, it's all about emotions. It's all about nobody can control their emotions. You have emotions whether you like them or not, kind of thing. So it kind of has to do with this waxing and waning of your income and your relationship with your family. Your relationship with your family also might wax and wane, depending on your emotions. So you might be really close to somebody one day and then just really distant from them. It could go like that, where you're really close to one family one day and really close to another family one day. It could be like that. Or like where you're really close to all your family one day and you're really distant from them one day. So it just kind of just depends with just kind of goes in cycles with the moon and with Cancer. So yeah. Anything else I could say? Probably not. I think I've covered everything. So anyway, guys, I hope this helped. Go ahead and check out my Vedic astrology readings at vincent.thunderwizard.com. You can check out my self-transformation course available at patreon.com/Gebo the Shaman. You can check out my self-transformation course and my mantras, rituals, and things like that available here at gebotheshaman.gumroad.com. And yeah, so if you go and visit those sites, you'll understand what's going on each of them and get a better understanding of what you are looking for. So yeah, go check them out. Even if you don't end up buying something, going and checking them out will be helpful for you if you're interested in this stuff. So alright, guys, so let's check the time. And I spent a lot of time on this one. That's alright. Alright, guys, so will talk to you guys later. Peace.